Very different to what we look like today. So when I arrived here, there was no charity. The previous charity had been declared insolvent by the Charities Commission. 2 members of staff on club payroll, hardly any programmes, no finance, no funding. So to be sat here today with a multi-million-pound charity employing 120 staff, delivering over 50 different programmes, engaging with 60, 70 partners, is a real success story for the club and everybody involved. So our mission is very much around inspiring, supporting and delivering change through working in partnership with a variety of organisations. I think the delivering change is crucial. We have to be that organisation that makes a difference out there in the community, that delivers change in people's lives and change in communities. I think that's really, really important. So we've got lots of different projects. So all of our projects are very much needs-led. So we look to establish need with local partners, we formulate a project plan, we look at how we finance that, and then we go and deliver that. And more often than not, that's finding the right members of staff, the right practitioners, to go and make a difference and really engage with those communities, whether that's going into schools and delivering mental health provision, or whether that's looking at facility projects, or whether that's working on estates evening and weekends, some of the most challenging communities in the area, or whether that's working in physical activity or healthy eating within primary schools. Whatever the need is, we'll find a way to go and combat that and change the issues. I think there's so many highlights. I think we've got so many different projects now which are very impactful. Our facilities portfolio, so we took Whiter 1 2 years ago, outdoor education centre, that was closed for 2 years. We've saved that really from austerity. That's now vibrant and a sustainable facility which is accessed by the local community. We've rebuilt part of the Smith & Nephew site down at Bryfield, Northlight. So the leisure box is open. That's a fantastic achievement, £4.5 million facility. We've got an education hub here on site at Turf Moor. We've saved the town's food bank from close to extinction by looking at sustainable offer and opportunity to keep that alive. So there's loads to go at really in terms of successes. I think for me it's the collective, having the scale of the amount of programmes we have, having the numbers of staff we have on the ground out there every day in the community delivering a variety of programmes, and engaging with over 27,000 individuals a year is a fantastic engagement number for us. And that's not cumulative engagement, that's individuals that engage with us per annum. So the leisure box, 4 years in the making really. We've pulled together around £4.5 million worth of capital investment with the anchor tenant on site at Northlight in Bryfield. Great partners involved, from the Sutton Pendle Charitable Trust to the Lancashire LEP to Pearl, Pendlebury Council, Barnfield Construction, Premier League, Sport England, the FA, Football Foundation. So a real wide variety of partners to get that facility funded and open. We're very lucky to have the Prime Minister open that facility at the back end of April. Indoor 4G pitch, indoor sports hall, indoor climbing facilities, youth club facilities, educational classrooms, kids soft play, cafe, dance studio, and we're just about to move into the final phase and construct an outdoor 4G pitch and complete the gym facility as well. So a real fantastic facility, and that facility embeds us into that community long term. So we're going to be in Bryfield for many years to come, and that's a community that really needs some help, and I think we'll be there to do that. Well, I think everybody knows the stigma and what society is telling us about mental health issues amongst children, young people and adults. So clearly there's a huge need there. I think about a year ago we made it one of our top priorities, and we made the decision to allocate our Premier League and PFA community funding to that, which was an investment of £250,000. From the outset, we then began a conversation with local schools and partners to solicit support for that programme. which has resulted in us employing 7 mental health workers who will be based in each of the Burnley secondary schools, and who will provide one-to-one support for staff and for young people in those schools. I think the early signs of the programme is that it's making a difference, and that there's a real need there. We will have an independent study in place to audit that provision and that programme, and those auditors who happen to be UCLAN, our university partner, will tell us the impact that programme is having on those schools, and we're positive it will make a huge impact and it will save lives. So that's just one example of how we allocate our investment, how we work in partnership, and how we try and develop something which addresses a need. Yeah, I think we brought that into our structure a couple of years ago. So I think it was sort of sat on its own and didn't really have much ownership and much guidance or direction. So we decided to bring that into the operations of Burnley FC in the community. It's gone from strength to strength, so we brought a degree of, hopefully, of professionalism into that, and just addressed some issues around safeguarding and governance and compliance. The first team have secured back-to-back promotions from Tier 5 to Tier 3, so that's the highest level Burnley FC women have ever played at. It's a really exciting season ahead. We've got about 200 females as well as part of the family, playing from under 7s right through to the senior team. So a huge success story for the football club, and it's really important that we continue to embrace that and include Burnley FC women as part of the Burnley Football Club family, and we will continue to do that. We have to be a partnership-based organisation, and we are. I'm very proud to say we are. We've got over 70 different partners from the public, private and voluntary sector. We've got fantastic relationships with our local authorities in Burnley Borough Council, Pendle Borough Council and Lancashire County Council. We've got lots of private sector partners engaged with us through the club, some of the club sponsors, through some of the partnerships we've developed ourselves. So we have a Friends of Burnley FC in the community where we have about 30 different businesses engaged with us. So there's ways where they can engage with us, not just from a finance point of view, but from a time point of view. We run a huge amount of events year on year, from dinners to runs to walks to sleeping pitch side at Turf Moor, and that lobbies lots of support from the private sector as well. And then our voluntary sector partners are really important. So we have a number of funding bodies from various voluntary sector grants and foundations, and then we distribute some funds as well. So some of our fundraising events we work with specific partners, and we'll distribute funds out to those organisations as well. So partnerships is what I probably spend 90% of my time on, and it's a really, really important part of what we do. Well, it's as Sean Dyche would say, one club. We're very much one club, but from a governance and financial point of view, we have to be arm's length. So we're a registered charity, our own independent board of trustees, of which we have 2 club directors on, just to ensure that representation is there. We're the club's charity, we're the club's only official charity, and it's our job, while there's an important football match on this pitch behind me every other week, Monday to Friday we'll be out there, we'll be engaging with communities, we'll be making a difference, we'll be ensuring people and communities and participants can interact with Burnley FC. They don't do us a handout, they don't give us a handout at the beginning of every season. We have to drive our own investment and our own funding, and they're a really, really important partner, and it's something we're very proud to do on the club's behalf. Well, I think any business or organisation that has grown like we have over the last 5 years will probably feel it needs a period of stability, and we're definitely at that stage now. So I think the next year for us is stabilising, is making strong what we have. So we've just opened the leisure box. We need to ensure that is vibrant and strong. We need to continue to work on Whito. We need to continue to ensure that the education up here is vibrant and filled full of people using it. We've got to ensure the community kitchen and the food bank facility, we maximise that engagement opportunity. We've got lots of new projects as well, which we've sort of created over the last 6 to 12 months, which we've got work to do on. So I think just that period of stability is really important for us to stabilise as an organisation and just make strong what we have, and that's very much the focus for the next season or so. There's a huge opportunity to get involved for local businesses. If you have an appetite to make a difference and help us make a difference, then come and talk to us, come and work with us, because we'll find a way, whether that's finances or whether that's time or whether that's just supporting some of our events. Whatever way you want to get involved, you can do that. I think we live in a very vibrant community where businesses are on the up. There's a huge amount of enterprise, I think, in Burnley and Pendle, and we see that every day when we're out and about and meeting local businesses. So come and talk to us, come and embrace us, come and work with us. You know, there's a huge association with the brand, but more than that, it's about making a difference on the ground, and that's something we're absolutely committed to doing. And if you are, come and talk to us.